The Game Awards were last night, and overall, I think that they were really good. I think Xbox absolutely crushed it, but there's two games that I really want to focus on here. Hideo Kojima's game, right here, OD, and the Blade reveal was a little bit interesting. And there were some things left out that has left a lot of Xbox fans wondering. It was a little bit of a strange reveal. There was a clear lack of Xbox association there. And so it's made Xbox players and gamers say like, hey, what's going on here? But between these two games, I will say I think Xbox stole the night. I really do. I think that they have the most interesting, especially compared to last year's Game Awards. Last year's Game Awards, Xbox kind of got blown out of the water by PlayStation. PlayStation was much more heavy in there. In this Game Awards, I mean, just alone, this Hideo Kojima's OD, and you're just watching the trailer here. It's very dark. It's very, very interesting. It's captivating immediately as this turns on. And I think this is all good for Xbox. I mean, I think Kojima, what he does, he's a genius. What he did with Death Stranding. Now, Death Stranding may not be for you. You may not like it, but it was definitely unique. What he's brought to gaming is conversational. It's groundbreaking. So this is it. This is the trailer here for Kojima's OD that was shown off during the Game Awards. And you just have people who are reciting the same phrase over and over and over again. And then at the end here, right here, look at her eyes. In her eyes, it moves around. She looks terrified. A door opens. And then she screams. And this is it. Oh my goodness. First of all, whoa. And this is the game, OD. Now, Hideo Kojima came on stage for all players and screamers. So clearly it's going to be horror, Xbox Game Studios. See that? I think that's huge. And I think this is what put Xbox is here to play. Xbox has got big boy titles out there, and it showed last night. So well done by Xbox. Absolutely. But a few things that's interesting. It's a whole new style of game. Or a whole new genre. That's what Kojima claims. That's what the impression that I got. He came on stage afterwards. He came on stage with Jordan Peele as well. And they're collaborating on this. And the one thing that has me hesitant here is they seem to say this is a game, but or this is a very immersive experience, but it's also a game. Stuff like that. And that makes me worry. That has me like, well, what is it? Like, number one, I'm curious, and I think that curiosity is good. But number two, I hope it is a game, and I hope it's not just like interactive storytelling. And some of you will say, well, that is a game. But what I mean is like this story, like, what's the Tall Tales or Telltales. There we go. Like the Telltale games. I couldn't think of what I was saying there. The Telltale games where it's like pick your own adventure. You're basically reading a book. It's like A or B. What do you want to do? A or B. That's not really a video game in the truest sense of the words. It's an interactive story. I hope it's not that. I don't think it will be. The one thing that Kojima said when he came on stage too is he was grateful for Xbox to enable this, and what's enabling him to do this, it's something he's always wanted to do. He wants to push the boundaries of gaming. Xbox's cloud gaming is enabling him to do this. That's crazy. That's cool. So really interesting. I think this was one of the highlights, the top highlight of the evening for Xbox. I think it sets them apart. I think it helps show that Xbox is a powerhouse, that they're here to stay, and I think it helped them ultimately win, I think, the Game Awards. And the perception and the battle, the PR battle that is there. The other one is this one, and this is Blade. And when this dropped, and you can see it's Bethesda, it's Arcane Studios that Xbox still owns. And at first it was like, I see it and it's the CGI and you're like, what is this? What's happening here? And you can see here that we go in on this barber shop that's all gated up. Why is it all gated up? It's clearly sunset. There's a cross. Very symbolic, and we know Marvel's at the front of it, and then all of a sudden it hit me. oh, Blade. But that doesn't hit until here. This guy is clearly nervous as he's giving. You'll see here, watch. As he opens up the switchblade, he cuts himself how sharp it is. And he's like, don't worry, just do it. You got it. He's like, okay. Here he goes. Boom. Got it. The alarms go off. And he goes, it's time to get to work. Oh, this is so cool. And there it is. And this is when I knew it was Blade right here. Before when he was putting the knives in his things, like, yes, Blade. Now watch this at the end. RK Studios Bethesda. Now in development. Where is Xbox? Every other game, every third-party game this evening had Xbox at the bottom. Even if PlayStation was there, it said PlayStation, PC, Xbox. I don't think Xbox was left out of any third-party game, which shows you where Xbox is at and the hard work that Xbox has done to ensure that they're not left off of anyone's list, that they are right there with everybody else. And then you drop this, and this is huge. This is what PlayStation did a few years ago with Marvel, or with Spider-Man rather, and just stole the show, and we've seen how well that is done. This, I think, was Xbox's version of that, but it doesn't say Xbox, and that's the big question. The lack of Xbox connection at the end is what has a lot of fans questioning. Has a lot of fans, I think, well, wait, is this not going to be exclusive to Xbox? And maybe the deal with Marvel is that it's not exclusive, which why would it not be? You've allowed Sony, but it's because Spider-Man, Sony owns the rights to Spider-Man. That's just one of the facts. So maybe it's not exclusive to, maybe Blade will be available everywhere, but it'll be on Game Pass for free. Maybe it's that situation, which is no big deal. That'll still work. I think it's not as big as being exclusive to Xbox, but right here, Arcane, Bethesda, now in development. And I wonder if this contract was made beforehand. It's been, it was made years ago, so it's not tied to Xbox. I don't know. There's people a lot more smarter, clearly, a lot smarter than I at this. Regardless, I think these two games showing off during the Game Awards is huge. I think Microsoft is a powerhouse and has these more mature games. The other game that we got over there was Hellblade 2, which also looked really, really good. That looked, it looks like they're taking it to the next level with that game as well. So 3 really solid titles. Let me check my note here. Anything else that really stood out to me specific for Xbox? And no, that was it. OD, it's a new form of media, and Blade, I think, were the two big ones. Obviously, then we had Hellblade 2. But it's fascinating. It's interesting. So let's take some questions here. What groundbreaking features could Kojima be introducing in OD that might redefine storytelling in gaming? I don't know. I really don't know. So clearly it's a scarer for all players and screamers, but why is Cloud... Is Cloud needed because it's only mobile? Is there some sort of cross-play here with mobile and console and PC that where it works together? Is it a survival series? The thing is the dude is so creative. I can't fathom what could be redefined here in storytelling. They kept saying the word immersive. I mean, what is really cool here is look at this. This is that human meta engine that they're using. That's the Facebook engine. And look how good it looks. So maybe that's it. It's graphical. I don't know. It's going to be very interesting to see. I honestly have no idea. I would love to know. What do you guys think? What do you think the groundbreaking features could be from Kojima in OD that makes this game, that changes everything, that redefines everything, that is groundbreaking like he wants it to be? Let me know in the comments below there. Next question. Why might Arcane Studios have chosen to unveil Marvel's Blade in such a cryptic manner? And what does this imply about their strategy or the game's content? I don't know that it implies anything about their strategy. I think there may be something contractual there. I think maybe Xbox is going to have this everywhere, but for free on Game Pass. That it might be required from Marvel in order to do that with this licensing agreement. I don't know. But I don't know that it says anything with strategy necessarily. I think it just may be limitations with the license. I don't know. I'm sure we'll find out here as we go along, as we get closer to it, what's going on there. Next up, how could these new developments impact Xbox's standing in the next-gen console wars and its rivalry with PlayStation? I think that at the very least, they showed that they could go toe-to-toe with PlayStation at this level now. They definitely couldn't last year. This is the first year in a while that they, at the least, you could make the argument that PlayStation and Xbox had equal showings here. I give it to Xbox because of this title. Primarily, I think having Hideo Kojima creating a game for Xbox via Xbox Game Studios is so big. He's such an iconic figure in gaming that's why I give it to Xbox. So I think that it shows that they're here to compete and that it's a new dawn, it's a new generation for Xbox. This is not the Xbox One days, ladies and gentlemen. It's not even the Xbox 360 days. This is Microsoft and Xbox taking gaming seriously and taking it to the next level, and I'm very excited about it. What do you guys think? Do you agree with me? Do you not agree with me? Do you think that these titles put Xbox over the top? Do you think that they didn't? Do you think that PlayStation had a better night? Let me know in the comments below. Regardless, I will say I do think it was probably the best Game Awards yet. It's a little long. If I have one criticism, it's a little too long. I would like to see that shortened up. But with what was there, it was the best one yet. There was much less nonsense than exists in the past. Very much focused on games. Very much appreciated that. And thought that they did an overall good job. And I thought Xbox had a really good showing at the Game Awards this year. If you like this video, guys, hit that like button. Subscribe to this channel. We hang out. We talk. We get to know each other. And we talk about this hobby that we all love. Games, gaming, and the Xbox. And gaming on the Xbox in particular. Like, subscribe, share with your friends. And I'll see you guys next time.